I run a business called Elevated Careers, and I specialize in turning educators into corporate leaders. What led here was in college, I got my bachelor's and my master's degree in international politics with a specific focus on human development. And all of my work was about what needs to be in place politically, socially, and economically around the world to make people's lives better. And I use the 3 United Nations measurements for human development to understand what that is. That's kind of the standard in understanding human development. And that there's 3 prongs to that: income, health, and education. And the one that I knew that I had power over, that I had agency over, was education. So I decided very, very early, pre-official career, when I was still in college, I wanted to focus on making the world a better place through education. That's the most incredible world-changing tool there possibly is. So here we go. I joined Teach for America. I became an educator. I had a 5-year plan. I wanted to become the Secretary of Education in the United States to make big changes for education, which I did not become the Secretary of Education. I definitely wanted to focus on impact rather than politics. So I decided to go the corporate route, taught for a few years. Like I said, getting into teaching, I knew that I needed to have an exit plan so that I could operate on an even bigger stage. And ended up moving into corporate, got 8 promotions, earned over 6 figures, started impacting over 12 million students. And literally every single time I had an official work engagement, I had educators waiting for me to whisper to me, how do I do what you do? I want to make a bigger impact. I've already done this for so long. How can I move on? I just ended up spending so much time creating custom materials to help people elevate the way they speak about themselves and convince a hiring manager to bring them on board to make some really big changes in the corporate world. I spent so much time doing that, and I had so much fun doing that, Mark. I thought, there's a real market for this kind of professional development for people. So Elevated Careers was born, and now I focus on professional development, to the point resources, no fluff. We just get people to their best lives professionally.